What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and today is the first Blu-ray collection update haul of the year. I have decided that I'm probably going to do them every 2 to 3 months because in 1 month I don't buy like an abnormal amount of movies that would be worth it. I would be coming in front of a camera and showing you 2 or 3 movies that I got. And very rarely will I buy more than 2 or 3 a month because it's just financially I can't do that. But every few months, the number, it adds up. So every few months I will be doing one of these. I'm not going to do it every month like other people. I love watching those videos. I love people that do them every month. It's my favorite time of the month is the end of the month because I get to see their hauls, but I can't do that. I do not get that much stuff. So first one of the year, you guys saw my Blu-ray collection. You're still blowing it up. Make sure if you have not checked it out already and you are new to the channel, go check out my 2020 Blu-ray collection. It is there. It's one of the first videos I did this year. Keep blowing it up. Keep checking it out. It means the absolute world. Basically what I'm going to do today is I'm going to go through everything. I've got a pretty solid good amount of movies here. I've got Blu-rays without slips, I've got 4Ks, I've got a steelbook, and I've got a DVD. That's right, I got a DVD. But guys, first, if you are new, thank you so much for taking the time to click on the video, liking, commenting, subscribing. If you are a new first-time viewer, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to check out my content. Even if you don't like, comment, subscribe, even if you don't do any of that, just taking the time to click on the video means the absolute world. If you are a returner, thank you so much for coming back and checking out the content. But guys, I think without further ado, let's stop dilly-dallying. I want to show you guys what I got this month. I'll show you the stack. I don't want to, again, as you guys know, I do not show you the spine because I do not want to spoil what I got, but I will show you. We'll show you the full stack. Also for thumbnail purposes. Here's the full stack right here. And I say let's just jump right in. All right, so we are going to start with the DVD, and it is a release from A24. I wish I would have found it on Blu-ray. I have not yet been able to find it on Blu-ray, but I did find it on DVD with a slip cover. That is the highly popular to Josh, aka Everything Movies, The Florida Project. I picked this up at Zia Records. You guys know Zia. It's where me and Josh go on Blu-ray hunts. I picked that up at Zia Records because I had to watch it for a film class I'm taking. If you guys do not know, I go to Arizona State University. I'm studying sports journalism, but I am minoring now officially in film and media production. I'm mostly doing it for the media production side, but you take a lot of film classes. The first 3 classes I've taken are all film classes, and for one of my assignments, I was tasked with watching The Florida Project, so I bought it on DVD. I had wanted to get it for a while, and this was the perfect excuse to get it. I could count it as book money, not as my personal money. So I bought The Florida Project. I got it for like $2 on DVD. It's one of my favorite films now. I'm going to start at my top 100 favorite films of all time again in the next few months. I have pretty much the list locked. At least the 100, and then I need to actually rank them. But the 100 is almost locked. There are a few more films I need to watch that I think could potentially hit the top 100, but it's going to happen in a few months. But The Florida Project is the first one that I picked up. We're going to go into some Blu-rays without slips. The first one that I picked up, I went to Zia a few times and picked up a few things this month. The first one I got is one that I need to watch for my top 100 because I think it may make it. That is Mad Max Fury Road. A first-time watch. I have never seen it. I've heard nothing but great things about it. I'm very much looking forward to checking it out. I don't have a lot of thoughts on it because I haven't seen it. But this is one that I legitimately think could crack my top 100, so I have to watch it before I lock the list. I have not locked the list yet. But Mad Max Fury Road is a good one. All of these films that are not 4Ks, I have not seen or had not seen at the time of buying them. So they were all not necessarily blind buys, but pretty much. Another one I got at Zia this month was Kick-Ass. Have not seen Kick-Ass. I've heard it's great. I've heard it's just a really good, not MCU or DC superhero movie. So I'm very much looking forward to checking this one out. I think it's going to be really good. And yeah, kick-ass. I got it for a few bucks at Zia again. Zia's a great place. I have a list of old movies that I want to pick up on my phone, and so whenever I'm around the area of Zia, you know, if I'm in Tempe or I'm around that area, and I have time, I'll go hop in and just see what they have. I don't always buy stuff, I just kind of look, but I have that list, and I kind of scroll down that list and see what I want to get. And those were films that were all on the list, so I had to pick them up. And the last Blu-ray without slip that I picked up this month, I picked up at Best Buy in the $5 bin. A film that I've never seen before that I really want to see, and there is like a spin-off sequel coming out to it, and that is The Big Lebowski. I've never seen The Big Lebowski before. I am very excited to check it out. I think it looks funny. I think it looks interesting. It's like a cult classic, and it looks funny. I'm very much looking forward to seeing it. And yeah, saw it in the $5 bin, and I was like, oh, let's pick it up. So that was it for Blu-rays without slips. So now let's get into Blu-rays with slips. So there were a few that I picked up from Best Buy that I'll go into right now. The first one is another first-time buy that I haven't seen. It's another A24, so I'm very much looking forward to it, and that is The Kill Team. I don't know much about it, other than it stars Nat Wolff and Alexander Skarsgård. So that's all I really know about it. I know it has to do with PTSD and stuff like that. So I think it's going to be very intriguing and very interesting. I love A24. I think their track record is pretty solidly clean. I don't think I've ever seen a bad A24 movie. If there are bad ones, let me know. But I'm very much looking forward to checking this one out when I have time. Looks very intriguing. And I picked it up. It was on sale at Best Buy, so I picked it up at Best Buy. The next one, you guys already know, one of the best films to come out last year, and now officially Best Picture winner for the Oscars. That is Parasite. Of course, I'd heard all the hype and everything and all the talk. I had to see it for myself. It was on sale. When it comes out, it had already been on sale. So I was like, okay, let's do it. Picked it up, watched it, and really liked it. It is by far one of the best films of last year. I understand why it won Best Picture. It's great. There's a lot of great things about it. I don't think it was overhyped like a lot of people thought it was, and I joined the hype a lot later. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a very solid film. I would have loved for 1917 to take home the big award, but I'm not really beefing with Parasite because I do understand it's one of the best films to come out last year. It really is. Few more that I got on my own that were on that list that I was talking about. The first one is one that I still have never seen. I know you can punch me and tell me I'm ridiculous and I'm a film YouTuber and I review films, and I have never seen La La Land. This is another one I need to watch before I lock my top 100 because I think it could fall in my top 100. My sister has this on DVD, but I wanted a Blu-ray copy for myself. She loves it. It's one of her favorite movies. I'm very much looking forward to it. I had not found it with a slip, but I finally did at Zia. I found it for a slip. I paid a few extra bucks for it. Instead of like 2 or 3, I paid I think 5 or 6. But it came with the slip. It's beautiful. And I'm looking forward to it. I've wanted to see this one for a very long time. I finally have a hold of it, and I got it. Speaking of movies that I hadn't seen that I have wanted to see for a very long time, Baby Driver, with a slip. Found it at Zia Records. Again, another Zia Records pickup. The rest of these Blu-rays are Zia Record pickups. This is one of my favorite films of all time now. It's in my top 5. I will not tell you where it is, but it's in my top 5. I love everything about this film. It's absolutely fan-freaking-tastic. I love it. I can't believe I hadn't watched it sooner. I'm very happy I own it now. I am going to watch it a billion more times in the next however long I can. It's a great movie. If you have not seen it, I highly recommend it. It has Kevin Spacey in it. I know. But give the film itself a chance because he's not in it a lot. It's more Ansel Elgort's story, and he does a fantastic job. And Edgar Wright really directs a great movie here. So if you don't want to watch it, I understand, But if you're open to it, check it out. It's a fantastic movie. The last 2 Blu-rays with slips were a gift from my girlfriend for Valentine's Day. We each went out together and we picked out our Valentine's Day gifts. So we went to Zia and I picked out these 2 Blu-rays as Valentine's Day gifts, and she is the best and it's awesome. So first one I got is a 6-time Academy Award nominated film, including Best Picture. I don't believe it won. It might have. I don't remember. It has to do with journalism. I'm a journalist. It's a very big, and the fact that I haven't seen it is a crime. It really is, and that's Spotlight. This is another one that I'm waiting to watch, that I have to watch before I lock my top 100, because I do think that this one could also fall in my top 100 favorite films. It's a very gripping, hard story, and I am very excited to check it out. I think it's going to be fantastic. Everything I've seen looks incredible, and I'm very, very excited to check it out. And the final Blu-ray without a slip is another one that I'd want to see for a very long time. 8-time Academy Award nominee, including Best Picture and Best Director. Again, do not believe it won Best Picture, but was nominated, and that is Arrival. Amy Adams, Jeremy Renner, Forrest Whitaker, great cast. This is another one that I think could knock into my top 100, so I got to see him. I got a pretty big stack of films to see, but I love this one. It's fantastic. Why did I say I love it? I haven't seen it yet. I hope I love it. It looks great. I'm very excited to watch it, and I will. I'm going to stop talking about it because that was just weird. Now we move on to 4Ks. I got 2 of them, and I've got 1 Steelbook. So we'll start with 4Ks. First 4K we have is these are all Best Picture nominees for this year. Spoiler alert, none of them won. But the first one, the 9th film from Quentin Tarantino, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood in 4K. I have not watched it since. I haven't had the time. It's a fairly long movie, but I loved it in theaters. You guys know it was ranked very high on my list. I did a review of it. You can go check it out if you want to. I really enjoyed this one. It was great. Not too much more to say. It's pretty self-explanatory. I love that cover. That cover is absolutely amazing. And the next one, we got ourselves a Best Actor winner. It's Joker, guys. It's Joker. I love this film as well. Again, you guys, it was very highly rated on my list last year, as you guys saw. I also did a review on it, so you can go check it out as well. But I loved this film. I'm very excited to check it out again. Yeah, again, not too much more to say. Best Picture nominee and Best Actor winner. Best score as well. The score was really, really good. The final one, we're saving the best for last. If those 2 were highly rated on my list, this one is the highest rated on my list, besides Avengers Endgame. So if you know me, you know what film that is. We got the Steelbook for Ford versus Ferrari. My second favorite film of last year is finally out. I picked it up the day it came out. I was originally just going to get the 4K, but I saw this Steelbook and fell in love. It's one of my favorite movies of all time, so I thought, if there's a Steelbook available, you're only paying maybe $2 or $3 more, why not? So that's what I did. I picked up the Steelbook, and I do not regret it. It's a beautiful Steelbook. Here's the front. Great artwork. Here's the back. It's great. It's one of my favorite films of all time. It came out yesterday. The day I'm recording this, it came out yesterday, so I picked it up pretty quick. And I haven't watched it yet because I've been busy, but it's going to be one of the first things that I will watch. Ford v Ferrari. But guys, that's pretty much it. If I buy anything else right here when I'm talking, we'll cut in. So, yep, you played yourselves. You guys all knew I would be back. So I filmed that first part at the beginning of the month. It's progressed. I have added more, quite a bit more actually, but I didn't really spend any money, and I will get into that in a sec. So I've got 1 stack of films here. I've got 3, 6, I got 8 here. And before I show you them, I'm just going to say, I paid in total for this 3, 6, 7. I paid in total for these 8 films $3. Okay? Basically what it was is I did some cleaning out, some digging, and I went to Z Records and sold a bunch of stuff that I don't watch and stuff. I didn't sell a lot, but I sold some stuff. And they came back with a pretty hefty in-store credit. So I splurged, and I was like, obviously I'm going to use all the in-store credit because that's a lot more than cash. So yeah, we got a stack of 8 films here that I got. So we're going to get into them, and then I got one other one that I actually paid for because it was one of my favorite movies last year, and it just came out, and you guys probably already know what that is. But yeah, let's just get into it. So we'll start off. I've got a big variety here. I've got Blu-rays without slips, Blu-rays with slips. I got 4Ks. Let's just jump into it. So the first one we got is a film that I just recently saw for the first time that I really, really liked, so I wanted to get it on Blu-ray, and that is The Town. I really like this one. And it's centered around Boston. You guys know Boston's my favorite city. And it's got the extended cut, which I haven't seen. So I'm going to check that out eventually because it was just great. Ben Affleck's great in this, Jeremy Renner. They're all great. It's a great film, and I really enjoyed it. Next one we got is another film I just recently saw that involves heists. And I just saw this on Netflix. I really enjoyed it again. Another fantastic movie, and that is Drive. I'd wanted to see Drive for a long time, a very long time. I finally took the dip. I took the leap of faith. I watched it on Netflix, and I really, really enjoyed it. You guys will see me talk about it in my top 100 favorite movies, as well as The Town, I think. I think The Town is in there as well. Moving right along, another film, just a classic film. I used to watch the Military Channel a lot. It's rebranded to something else now, but it used to be called the Military Channel. Just because I'm a war buff, I'm into stuff like that, and they used to play these old cheesy war action movies, and Chuck Norris is my guy. And one of my favorite movies that I watched multiple times on that channel was The Delta Force. There is a Delta Force 2. I could not find it. I will find it eventually, but I got the first one. I love Chuck Norris. He's the man. He's literally the man. But this was one, I watched a lot of Chuck Norris movies. This was one of my favorites. I love him in the military role, not really like the kung fu role. I prefer him in this like type of role, or like Walker, Texas Ranger, are the two that I prefer him in. So this is one of them. Cheesy, awesome, action-packed, and it's great. So the next one that I've seen, I've got 3 here that I haven't seen. The next one that I've seen is another Ryan Gosling one that I've wanted for a long time. We're now moving on to the Blu-rays with slipcovers, and that is just a hilarious movie. The Nice Guys. Russell Crowe, Ryan Gosling. Been on a Ryan Gosling kick lately. I saw this one a while back and really enjoyed it. I watched it with my mom though, and as you guys know if you've seen it, probably not the best movie to watch with a parent, but she really enjoyed it too, so that's okay. Had a lot of fun with this one. It's very funny. Love Ryan Gosling. He's awesome. And yeah, I finally owned it. I've been looking for that one for a while. That one's been on my list for a while. Now, you guys saw in the past, I picked up the first 2 movies in the new Apes trilogy. I had Dawn of the Planet of the Apes and Rise of the Planet of the Apes. You guys know still haven't seen them, but I had to finish out the trilogy, War for the Planet of the Apes. I bought these because, one, they were heavily discounted. I think this one was like $2. It was on sale, and it had a slip, which was awesome. It was $2, and I just have a very, very strong feeling that I'm going to really enjoy them because everyone really enjoys them. So the fact that I'm getting them now for so cheap, and I didn't pay any money for it really because I had store credit, sure. We got 2 DC movies that I've never seen. I blind bought them because I want all the DC movies because they're starting to be good. And these are actually 2 of what the people say are the better DC movies. So we had to get the one that started it all. It's just like the Iron Man. It is the Man of Steel. Have not seen this. I am very, very excited to see this because originally I heard that it wasn't great, but now that I really listen to reviews and stuff, I've heard that it's like pretty good. And I see a lot of people's rankings, and it's like like number 1 or 2 on people's rankings, which I love Shazam, and I think that's like awesome. I love Aquaman. But the fact that people have like Man of Steel at their number 1, I was like, okay, I kind of need to give this some attention. So I picked it up. It was pretty cheap as well. I don't remember how much, but I own it now, which is great. And then another one that people either had at number 1 or number 2, and I don't believe it's ever been opened. I could be completely wrong, but I don't believe this has ever been opened. So I'm kind of interested about that. But on Blu-ray, it is Wonder Woman. Oh no, you hear that? That's not good. Wonder Woman. The new one comes out this year. I have to watch the first one before I go see the second one. This is highly acclaimed. A lot of people love this film. Like I said, this one and Man of Steel were like people's 1 and 2, and it like went back and forth. It has my attention. I wanted to see Wonder Woman for ages, and now I own it. So yes, and you know I'm trying to hit the DC early, where like as with the MCU I was playing a lot of catch up with getting Blu-rays. So with the DC, there's not as many films. So like I already have Aquaman, I already have Shazam, I already have Justice League, now I have Wonder Woman and Man of Steel. There's only a few. It's like Batman v Superman and like Suicide Squad. I think that's pretty much it. And then Birds of Prey, of course, will come out later. But that's kind of it. Now we have one more, and it's a 4K. And I'm so happy because this 4K has been at that Zia for months. And every time I walk into that store, I always go there first and take this 4K. And then eventually I see other things that are cheaper. I'm like, okay, another day. This was that other day. I finally am now pretty much I'm pretty much completely updated on the MCU 4Ks because I finally took the plunge and picked up Thor: The Dark World on 4K. So I am basically all caught up on 4Ks with 10. I am all caught up on 4Ks with 10th anniversary slips. There hasn't been any other 4Ks that have come out with 10th anniversary slips. I have all of them now. I'm completely caught up, waiting for the other ones to come out. There's not many left. I think there's like maybe 4 or 5 left. So. But I finally got it. It's by far one of my least favorite movies in the MCU, but for the sake of the collection, I had to pick it up. I got it for like $15. It was like it was the priciest thing I got, but the fact that I had such a big in-store credit, I was like, you know what? It's time. It's time. And I didn't really see anything else at Zia that day that I wanted to pick up anyway besides this stack of movies. So I was like, you know what? It's time. So I did. That's it for Zia. And the final one of the day I actually picked up literally today, and this is my final, and I'm literally holding myself to that because I can't spend any more money. I gotta save some money for gas and groceries and stuff like that. I have money in the bank, but I don't want to really waste it on movies because I can wait and get them for cheaper. But this was one that I had to get the day it came out. It was like Ford v Ferrari that I showed you guys earlier in the video. This was one I had to get the day it came out. It was one of my favorite films of last year, and you guys already know, Jojo Rabbit. Got Jojo Rabbit on 4K. I love this film. It's one of my favorites of 2019. Very happy I got it. Jojo Rabbit, welcome to the collection. But yeah, you've seen this clip, and now there is an outro back over there. So, go. Goodbye. Go. And now we're back for the outro. So if I picked up anything else, you guys just saw it. But if not, here we are. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know down below in the comments, what did you get this month or the last few months? What has been your favorite pickup? Let me know. Love to hear it. Talk movies with you guys down below. But guys, that is pretty much it. Thank you all so much for taking the time to like, comment, subscribe. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you in the next video.